Do you support or oppose the government plans to legalise and regularise the use of privately owned e-scooters on public roads? Currently, the law criminalises anyone who uses privately owned e-scooters on public roads. This is because e-scooters are classed as motor vehicles and they don't comply with the legal requirements to use them on public roads. There is one exception to this rule when an e-scooter can be used on a public road: if it is rented as part of a government trial, and there are about 30 across the UK. The e-scooter is used on a public road with the exception of motorways or on the pavement, and by a person who holds a valid driving licence. And e-scooters available from the government trials have certain requirements. Their speed is limited to 50 miles per hour. They have automatic lights. And while the government advises during the trial helmets should be worn, they are not a legal requirement. Those who buy and privately own e-scooters can, of course, use them in their back garden. Those who support the plan changes, as Lord Rosser said, e-scooters have much to offer, as they could provide safe, relatively cheap and environmentally friendly method of transport. But he also went on to say the government needs to ensure there were relevant and appropriate regulations in place to address safety concerns over the use of e-scooters if their general use is to be given the go-ahead. However, those who may argue against legalising and regularising e-scooters may make the following 3 points. 1. There's serious safety concerns using e-scooters. There were 713 e-scooter accidents in 2021 compared with 392 in 2020. That figure is likely to increase, not decrease, if e-scooters are legalised. 2. E-scooters pose particular dangers to pedestrians as they can and are easily used on pavements, unlike other motorised vehicles. And 3, there's no agreement yet as to what those regulations should look like. Should the e-scooter be subject to road tax and MOT? Should the person only be allowed to use the e-scooter if they have a valid licence and insurance? Should it be compulsory to wear a helmet to use an e-scooter? Should the e-scooter have a speed limit? Where should the e-scooter be positioned in the public road? In the middle of the lane or on the side of the lane near the pavement? And what should the penalty be if the law on e-scooters are broken? But what do you think? Do you support or oppose the government plans to legalise and regularise the use of privately owned e-scooters on public roads? Please feel free to comment, follow, like and share.